Hello students. In previous session I already taught you some technical terms to describe floral features. This is the last part of morphology of flowering plants, which includes two families. Family is group of genera and genus is group of species, and species is group of individuals or organisms which are similar to each other. So considering one family from dicotyledonnae and one family from monocotyledonnae, we need to discuss some floral as well as vegetative characters. In today's session, let us study family Solanaceae. It is distributed in tropical, subtropical and even in temperate regions. It is popularly known as potato family. In this family, most of the plants which are included, they show taproot system. They are herbs, shrubs, rarely they are trees. As it comes under dicotyledonnae, definitely they show taproot system. Recall what exactly taproot system is. Then, in majority of the plants, stem is herbaceous, means green in color, cylindrical, oftenly branched. And in some plants like the potato, the stem is underground, modified for food storage, perennation and propagation. And this underground stem, what we can see in the potato plant, is tuber. The leaves are alternate. It describes phyllotaxy, means from one node one leaf develops. It is exstipulate. There are tiny green outgrowths at the base of the petiole. They are absent, so it is said to be exstipulate. It is petiolate. There is a long stalk supporting the leaf lamina. On the leaf lamina, if you observe carefully, they show reticulate venation. And the margins are serrated, apex is pointed. So vegetative features which describes about the root system, stem and the leaf. Let us study one by one floral features. This plant usually show solitary cymose inflorescence. Recall, the inflorescence is specific arrangement of numerous flowers on the floral axis called peduncle. Solitary means there is a single flower developing at the apex, and this is the oldest flower, so we call it a cymose. When you look at each flower, it is bisexual with androecium and gynoecium, actinomorphic, means a cut passing through any plane can divide flower into two equal parts. Hypogynous, meaning the ovary is superior, remaining floral whorls are inserted below the ovary. If you look at the calyx, it has 5 sepals. They are united, so it is gamosepalous in condition, and they show valvate estivation, means margins of sepals, they just touch each other without overlapping and overlapped margins. Corolla is having 5 petals. These are also united, so it is gamopetalous condition. Same estivation, it is valvate estivation. Androecium represents the male whorl. The members are stamens, and total 5 stamens, and each stamen is attached to the petal, so it is epipetalous condition. Gynoecium represent the female reproductive whorl. The members are carpels. There are 2 carpels united, so it is syncarpous. Bicarpellary, syncarpous. And due to syncarpous condition, if you see the ovary in transverse section, it shows 2 locules, so ovary is bilocular. Placenta is swollen and there are numerous ovules present inside. Let us move on to the next feature, the fruit. It is either berry or capsule. These are the types of fruits. Berry is many-seeded fruit. At maturity, the fruit wall pericarp remains fleshy. So it is a fleshy fruit and the whole fruit is edible. So if you see the brinjal, tomato, the whole fruit we can eat. It has numerous seeds inside. So berry is a specific fruit found in these plants. Seeds, as it is dicotyledonous, it has two fleshy cotyledons enclosing embryonal axis, and it is eggs albuminous. There is no endosperm retained. On germination, it shows epigeal condition, means the cotyledons grow upwards along with the plumule, which will give rise shoot system, and radicle grow down as a root system which retains as primary root. So these are floral characters. When you talk about the distinguishing characters, while writing distinguishing characters, you have to summarize vegetative characters. For example, the plants are herbs, shrubs, rarely trees, with taproot system having herbaceous, profusely branched stem. Leaves are alternate, exstipulate, lamina shows reticulate venation. This will be the first character. Then, inflorescence is solitary cyme. Flowers are bisexual, actinomorphic, hypogynous. And then you have to describe about calyx corolla in one character. Then about androecium, gynoecium in brief. And last, fruit and the seed. Most of the time you need to remember the technical terms. It is very easy. If you remember these technical terms, you can easily describe the distinguishing characters. Here it is written. So scientific representation of floral features we call floral formula. It symbolizes the flower is actinomorphic. This symbol represents flower is bisexual. K for calyx, 5 are the sepals, and bracket indicates the sepals are united, so it is gamosepalous. C for corolla, 5 are the petals, they are united, so it is gamopetalous. Androecium, there are 5 stamens, and this line indicates they are attached to each petal. G stands for gynoecium, the line below G means ovary is superior above all. There are 2 carpels in syncarpous condition. Clear? In this particular family, these are the common plants. Some are widely used as a food, example tomato and potato. Spicy plants like chili. Medicinal plant ashwagandha, which is widely used in Ayurvedic medicine. Fumigatory or narcotic plant is tobacco, and ornamental plant is petunia. Try to remember these plant names, which belongs to family Solanaceae. Diagrammatic representation of floral parts is called floral diagram. I'll just explain in brief what exactly floral diagram is. Now, this outermost wall representing calyx, second wall representing corolla. These are androecium stamens, and this represents the ovary with the 2 locules and numerous seeds and numerous ovules present inside. As they are in valvate estivation, if you look at there are 5 sepals, margin just touch each other. There are 5 petals, margin touching each other. So both are pentamerous, 5 members, and they are in valvate estivation. Stamen indicates the attachment to the petals, so it is epipetalous. There are 2 locules in the ovary, bilocular, with many seeds. This representation is known as floral diagram. For final exam, you need to remember the common plants, their economic importance, which belongs to family Solanaceae, common name of the family, it is potato family, and try to remember these technical terms. It is easy to write down the distinguishing features of family Solanaceae. Hope you followed this entire description. I will take the twig of Solanum nigrum. It is a brinjal-like plant, but wild variety. The fruits are not edible or we are not using it. This plant widely distributed everywhere. It is a wild variety but appear like brinjal. So I'll take that twig and I'll show you one by one all the parts. This is how we again learning this under practical. So same explanation, you can consider it as demonstrative explanation for one of the practical in botany. With this, I'll conclude and now I will show you the parts of the plant. This is the twig of Solanum nigrum, a wild variety of brinjal. It is commonly available in most of the temperate, sub-temperate and most of the arid zone. The twig of the Solanum, if you look, it is having cylindrical green colored, means herbaceous stem. You cannot see branching here. You have to look in the natural condition how the plant is growing. From each node one leaf develops. It has petiole. No stipules are found on either side of the petiole. The leaf lamina, if you see, it has serrated margin and apex is pointed. It has reticulate venation. This is midrib. These are the veins, venules, which are arranged in the form of network. If you look at the floral axis, this is the floral axis now. Each branch terminates into a oldest flower, and as it is a single flower growing at the apex, so it is solitary cyme. If you see at the base of the flower, there are 5 sepals which are in gamosepalous condition. There are 5 petals who are also, only the margins are free, but they are attached at the base. There are 5 stamens attached at the base of the petals, and inside there is a gynoecium having 2 carpels. Now, after fertilization, this fruit, this flower, whose ovary is converted into berry type of fruit. Just recall the brinjal. The entire fruit is developing from the ovary and it is a fleshy fruit, and the crown-like structure, which is green in color at the base, it is persistent calyx. This is the main feature of this family Solanaceae. As the twig starts growing, the inflorescence will develop in each axil. So it is axillary cyme. And there are tiny thorns which are modified stem branches. Okay, each thorn is broader at the base and pointed at the apex. These thorns will protect the plant from grazing animals. This is how you have to learn the characters one after the other. To see the internal structure, you need to take transverse section or vertical section of the flower. Then only you can make out the arrangement of the ovules inside the ovary. It is bicarpellary and these are epipetalous in nature. With this, I'll conclude family Solanaceae. Thank you very much.